South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers and Jordan hair, this matchup has had it all. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day. Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The ride. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brown wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Enough to move the chains. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. He's at the touchdown Bulldog. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Brown will throw it. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun, looking to the big tight end. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. He's dropped.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
He's going to run it. Inside the 30. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where...
Takes it back. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll run him again. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. And it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes a deep grab. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Running the red zone, it's Cobb. Beck's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Straight ahead, it's Phillips. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Hands it off. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown will throw it. Right side, it's Singleton. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked down immediately. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And the RPO got it. On the move at the 30. Open field on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Here's a give to Frazier. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to it. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Play action on first down. Buying time to his right. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. Got it. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Uh-oh, look out. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 25 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And did they ever need to stop the leak before it became a flood? It's their first victory in 7 games. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Cobb.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And that is the last thing they wanted to see with this guy in the middle of the Heisman Trophy race. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Snapped it, he has to have it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Handoff for Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Turns it upfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Trying to run, it's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Has it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Bulldog! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just had to get rid of it.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Good job just to get rid of that one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a give to Frazier. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll send the back in motion. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talking about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Cobb. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, here's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs. Man, they got to do something about it.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Brown will throw it. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and win.
Makes the grab on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. throws for the tight end. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback keeper. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial. Intercepted deep in his own end. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Georgia. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second and long here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Brown wants to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Here comes the heat. Left side is Washington. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Wants to throw again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. Second down to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Touchdown, Tigers. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. This quarterback part of their running game. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Here's a give to Washington. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Give to Washington again. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Running inside, it's Phillips. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The quick game. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tough run here. It's Frazier. And they swarm him under. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little bit.